Hey, look at this. A cop working on a case. Well, I got the truck started because I have to go to auto value. The reason I have to go to auto value is, actually I'm not very happy about it. The other night, I put the snowcaster on. You would think, hey, that's great, you got the snowcaster on. Put a new belt on it. Everything seemed to be working fine. I went to attach, I had to go start the tractor so I could attach the lift arm up to it, so I actually had to lower it so I could attach it. And you see that bottom line there, that decided to blow off. So that was the line. I had cut the one hard line and extended out the rubber hose. Well, that blew off, and every drop of hydraulic fluid, or 2050, that I had in the reserve tank shot out on the floor in about 2 seconds. So needless to say, I did a little swearing, and I couldn't move the tractor. I couldn't push it forward because the damn snowblower's on the ground. So I can't clean out from underneath it until I get all this fixed up. So my plan is I'm going to take that hose in, get one that's longer, run it further down that pipe, and add more hose clamps. So the dog who's in there, I don't know if you can see her, the dog and I are going to auto value. Well, I'm working on the mule drive on the snowcaster. Had a little problem with it. The pin that idler arm slash tensioner rides on was really bent. What I think had happened, this was on it, and you can see how this is bent, and I've actually straightened this out quite a bit. But I think this was down and somebody dropped the snowcaster and all the weight came down on the idler arm, and it really tweaked this pin coming out. I went to move it back and I was too lazy to heat it with a torch, so I just hit it with a 5-pound hammer, and it snapped right off. It broke clean, so I had to drag the welder out and I had to put some bubble gum around it. So, and it's actually in fairly good shape now. Here's the one off the other snowcaster. So, and this one of course isn't bent, and this arm, and you can see how much straighter. I can get them lined up here, maybe. You can see how much straighter that arm is. The only problem is this has a bushing. This one has a bushing in it right in here, and I guess I didn't know that they had bushings in them, but pressed, I don't know if it's pressed into here, but put into here is a probably brass bushing. This one is missing. So the diameter of this pipe right here that goes onto the pin is a little big. So I thought about trying to knock this one out, but you can see it's already been kind of dinged up. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to run down to auto value, bring this whole mule drive down there, and see if they can't hook me up with a bushing. So, and then I'll put this one on. If you notice, there's no paint on this one. This is when I first got my sandblaster from Harbor Freight, and I was just playing around with it, and I sandblasted these parts, and then I coated them with the rust preventative, I don't know, converter or whatever, and they haven't rusted since. So ideally I would have liked to have painted them before I used them, but as this whole thing's going to have to be stripped down anyway, I'm not too worried about a little bit of surface rust on them. So, alright, well, I'm off to auto value. Okay, well, I got the snowcaster on. It was a little bit of a chore, but nothing too bad. Seemingly went together okay. The only problem is, when I get into real hard, heavy shit, that belt wants to slip a little bit. And I'm thinking, part of the problem was, when I sprayed oil on the shafts and everything where it meets, goes through the bearings and stuff on the snowcaster, and when that hydraulic line blew, I got oil all over the pulleys, and I'm wondering if that wasn't enough to cause the belt to slip. So yeah, because I was getting in, I mean, now this is really, it had gotten warm, and now it's it froze, so I can damn near walk on the snow, but still, I mean, it damn near stopped the blade. I mean, it really was slipping, so I'm gonna have to look into that. Possibly get that's in, let's see, a 5/8 by 82 belt. Maybe I'm gonna need an 81. So we'll see. Other than that, the clutch and everything seems to be working all right. Hydraulics are working all right. I'll show you what else I got. Or did I bring it in the house? Might have brought it in the house. Well, I got a power window motor to to use it to turn the chute. And I really, I'd watched a bunch of other people and read some posts on forums on what people had used, and a lot of people, you know, they just went to junkyards and ripped them out. Some people got lucky and theirs turned relatively quickly. Other people, you know, it'd take it 20 seconds to go from, you know, left to right or right to left. How I picked this one out, I went onto eBay. I clicked the buy it now, typed in power window motor, buy it now was an option, and price low to high. And this was the first one that came up. I also made sure that it had the wiring harness on it. This was $2 on eBay with $6 shipping and handling. It's out of a Capri. I have no idea how well it's going to work on here, but I'll see if I can't get it hooked up soon with a double pole momentary switch, and see if we can't get this hooked up. But for now, I've got to figure out about the belt slippage. What I can try to do is, right now I don't have any of this hooked up yet. What I'll do is try to get some video so you can actually hear it slipping.
Watch out. Hey, back. Watch out. Watch out, puppy.
Well, here's the snowcaster, and I have it off again because I'm not sure it was the belt that was slipping, which you may have just heard. It was, I think, one of these sprockets over here slipping. So they don't look too bad, but the chain could be stretched out, I guess. So I'm gonna have to take a peek at that. Problem is, the other snowcaster I have is underneath a tarp, buried under snow and ice. So what I did was,
put the blade on. And it actually doesn't work too bad. I still haven't put the wheel weights on, which I need to do, but I did put the blade on. And I've been playing around a little bit with that. Now we just got another 1.5 inches of snow.
Well, not too bad. I'd say that worked reasonably well. You know, it needs more weight, and I'm probably going to have to put the wheel weights on here pretty quick. The snowblower would probably, obviously, maybe do a little cleaner job. Might go a little faster. But I'm really impressed with how smooth that blade works, and how, you know, once you get used to it, you know, it will definitely push snow. My driveway isn't all that big, so, and it seems to be doing a pretty good job. And another thing is, we haven't gotten that much snow this year, so I really haven't had to test it with any, you know, major amounts of snow yet. So we'll see. So keep working on it.